global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. This news is quite informative. I would advise that you watch it to the end. Well, a lot of social organizations, a lot of persons have started condemning the unusual silence of the southeastern governors over the killings that took place in Emene, Enugu state, and they have decided to air their views and some other information that has been ongoing in the development of the southeastern community policing security outfit that is delaying it, and some reasons why it is being delayed. But before we go into the news proper and further analysis, we would like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you will see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. The Apex Igbo Social Cultural Organization, Ohaneze Ndigbo, Alaigbo Development Foundation, ADF, and Igbo National Congress, INC, among other stakeholders in the Southeast, have tasked the federal government and the Southeast governors over the killings of youth in Emene last Sunday. They expressed dismay over the silence of the Southeast governors on the killings, wondering why innocent Igbo youth were being killed, why foreigners were killing and maiming people in farms and villages, and nothing was being done to contain it. Anambra State Chairman of Ohaneze, Damian Okeke Ogene, said he expected the governors to have spoken since that incident. Maybe the other governors are waiting for their colleague in Enugu, where the incident happened, or the chairman of the Southeast Governors Forum to address the issue. But in as much as these are our youth, we should be careful in dealing with people with guns. Our children should be very careful at times like this. It is not cowardice to be careful when handling sensitive issues, he said. Similarly, the National Deputy Publicity Secretary of Ohaneze, Chuks Ibegu, asked the President Buhari to call security agents to order. She called them to order as they were actually embarrassing him and the nation. Ibegu warned against further shedding of blood of any Igbo man or woman in any part of the country and pointed out the consequences of such. He said, perhaps it's idleness that makes Nigerian security agents to spend their precious time pursuing unarmed Igbo boys or Igbo youth and interfering with their meetings. If it is idleness, then they should be drafted to farms and other streets for construction work and other work to keep them busy, unless there is a script which they are carrying out. Where ADF have also reacted, that's Alaigbo Development Foundation, and they have spoken over the silence of Igbo governors. Well, ADF condemned the silence of southeastern governors on the killings in Enugu, describing it as a betrayal. In a statement by the foundation spokesperson, Chief Abia Onyeke, the chairman of ADF Media and Publicity, Chief Abia Onyeke, stated that the Southeast governors have betrayed Igbo land over their silence on the killing of Igbo youth in Enugu. He said, Southeast governors have betrayed Igbo land. Their chairman, who is the governor of Ebonyi State, had said that anybody talking of Southeast Regional Security Outfit is actually looking for war. Umahi was engaging in cheap blackmail and behaving like a caliphate agent. He cannot make any statement condemning the Emene massacre because he has already soiled his hands. He appointed his brother as the chairman of the Southeast Security Committee, and the recommendation had betrayed Igbo land. Our people should be careful with these characters. Governor Umahi has been dilly-dallying on the matter until the 14th of August 2020, when he suddenly repudiated on the sovereign will of Alaigbo in order to curry the favor of the northern masters who have promised him vice presidency come 2023. But the security of Alaigbo is more important than Governor Umahi's ambition. He also described the killing of the youth as the latest phase of Igbo genocide, the longest, most continuous and unresolved genocide in the political history of the African continent. Adding his voice to the condemnation, the former 2019 APC presidential aspirant, Chief Charles Udeogaranya, also condemned the government of President Muhammadu Buhari and Southeast governors' silence over the alleged extrajudicial killings of Ipob members by the members of the Nigerian security agencies in Enugu. He maintained that those who carried out the inhuman acts were aware that violence begets violence. He said their sole intention was to turn the most peaceful and secure zone in Nigeria into a war-torn zone, and expressed dismay over the silence of the governors, especially the Enugu governor, where the incident happened. He, however, pleaded that the people of South is to resist the unsolicited provocation and invitation of violence by maintaining their peaceful nature, and which is essentially atmospheric infrastructure for development, progress, and prosperity. Well, also yesterday, the Igbo National Council (INC) said the killings of unarmed members of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra (Ipob) by joint security forces of Nigeria was a reminder of how the genocide in Rwanda started. The killings of these unarmed Nigerians of Igbo extraction in their community by DSS and the rest is not only acceptable but shameful and barbaric. We therefore call on the people of Emene to immediately launch the operation Ijago in the various communities in Emene as the only way to foster repeat of this satanic act orchestrated by agents of darkness. This is very serious. Even in view of the above, we call on the federal government of Nigeria to immediately sack and prosecute GOC 82 Division Nigerian Army Enugu, the Commander of Police Enugu State and Director of Department of State DSS. These are very tall orders. Well, this news is actually gotten from Vanguard, but I honestly, yes, much as this is still Nigeria, much as I would love to, the news is quite huge. It's much, it's expository, but I feel that there's more to be said in this. But let's just take one more from Ozugbo. That's the Southeastern governor should set up a panel. In his reaction, a chieftain of Ohaneze Ndigbo, Prince Richard Ozugbo, asked Southeastern governors and the Pan-Igbo social cultural group Ohaneze Ndigbo to set up a panel of inquiry to determine what transpired during the fracas between the indigenous people of Biafra and the Department of State and DSS, that's DSS. Ozugbo said the panel had become necessary to unearth comprehensive facts about what happened because lives were lost, adding that Ndigbo must articulate their position to the federal government. In his words, the Southeast governors and Ohaneze Ndigbo ought to have set up a panel of inquiry to establish what actually happened. There ought to have been a meeting of Imeobi of Ohaneze to aggregate the position of the Igbo to the federal government. But you can observe that Ohaneze Ndigbo, under the present leadership, has been derailed. Don't forget that the federal government has been gathering security information and intelligence. You know what it means for a proscribed group to be having a meeting? We need the security agencies to maintain law and order in the federation. It is not only in Igbo land. The security agencies can't be blamed if they were attacked while doing their job. We must find a way of addressing the situation. We need re-education within our area. Now, this one is also coming from a different angle. That's Ozugbo. He's saying, look, in as much as we are condemning the issue of killings that took place in IPOB, they're saying that IPOB, in the original plan right now, is a proscribed group. And being that they have been proscribed, in the eyes of the law of Nigeria, they are a terrorist group because they've been proscribed. For that reason, if they're having a meeting, it's seen as terrorists having a meeting. That aside, this is just being putting the legal terms the way it is. But the truth be told, all this calling to order and the rest, this is Nigeria. Okay, this is Nigeria. Lives were lost. Yes, we got this particular news from Vanguard International, Vanguard Nigeria. But the truth be told, lives are lost. The tempo in this country is so high. I'm honestly tired of the killings. Is there no way we can just call a truce? Is there no way we can look into this issue of killings? It's increasing. DSS, I know they're doing their job as a security personnel. They are being paid. Okay, the police are also being paid. They have federal character, they have federal presence, and also the fact that these youth, so let's be real, these guys don't carry arms. Let's take sentiment out of this. Let's forget the professional thing here and there. These guys have not. I've never seen an IPOB member carry gun before. Maybe they have. I have never seen any. Okay, but if they don't, why not? Even if they are protesting, you protest in as much as they have not destroyed lives and property. Why waste lives? Lives matter as well. I don't know when Nigeria will become truly sanctified, as in truly we stay back and we don't get to hear killings. Maybe when Jesus will come, I do not know. But looking at what they have said, they've called for so many things, saying Umahi has ambition, political ambition. I do not know. I've never seen Dave Umahi before on this matter, and I do not even know if he has aspirations to contest. Maybe he has, but one thing is certain about this whole matter: the Southeastern governors are not talking. Whether they have ambitions, whether their hands are soiled, that is what we do not know. But what we know is that they have not spoken as at the time of filing this report, and it is it's enough to raise an alarm. The people who should even be talking the most should be Southeastern governors, but it looks like their hands are tied. Why I do not? Even if it's for anything, just say something. Encourage your people. If you need to orientate them, but keeping quiet over this matter. Honestly, guess what? The Boko Haram that they are bringing into, reabsorbing into army, somebody speaking on their behalf. And it's not just the government. Nigerians didn't just wake up and speak on their behalf. Somebody in their constituency spoke on their behalf and gave reasons why these guys should not be punished, but rather they should be forgiven, pardoned, reabsorbed, and given a job, and given dignity, and their sins wiped away and forgiven. Talking about Boko Haram. But here, the opposite is what you're saying. That's what we're going to wrap.